In the abandoned theater of the Tokyo #1 colony, Yuji Itadori steps onto the stage. He stops. Yuji sees, inside the bathtub sits a man in a wetsuit. He is fully clothed. Yuji speaks first. He thinks why there is a bathtub. Then he asks who the man is and what he is doing here. The man slowly sinks deeper into the water. He asks Yuji if he has ever taken a bath with his clothes on. Yuji says no. The man says it feels better than Yuji would expect. He explains that when he was a child, he liked swimming classes where students wore clothes. Now he says he does not care about much anymore. So he challenges himself. He does things he once thought he should not do. He says he went off the rails in his 30s. Yuji laughs and says he finds that funny. Then Yuji asks if the man is Higuruma. The man answers that he is Higuruma in the flesh. Yuji becomes serious. He says he wants to talk. Higuruma raises his hand and says he is a lawyer. He jokes that talking costs 5,000 yen per 30 minutes. Then he says he's joking. He just wanted to act like a greedy lawyer. Yuji feels something is strange about him, but he keeps going. Yuji asks if Higuruma has 100 points. In his mind, Yuji thinks clearly. Higuruma is not reincarnated. He is a modern sorcerer. His power awakened recently. Yuji believes he might listen. Yuji speaks honestly. He says they want to end the culling game, or at least stop people from being forced to kill. He asks if they can use Higuruma's points to add a new rule. Higuruma answers no. Yuji asks if it is a joke. Higuruma says no. Higuruma explains that the culling game gives something the law cannot. Here, people are punished naturally. There are no trials, no arrests, no investigations. He says the rules are not perfect, but he wants to protect how the game works. He especially wants to see cursed techniques taken away. Yuji argues back. He says the culling game is a ritual. If it continues, everyone in Japan will die. Higuruma says he does not believe that. He says the culling game is meant to last forever. Yuji feels the conversation fail. He lowers his voice and tries again. He asks to use the 100 points. The air changes. Higuruma stands up from the bathtub. Water drips from his clothes. He asks Yuji if he has ever killed someone out of anger. Then he says it felt better than he expected. A dark Shikigami appears beside him. Yuji thinks fast. 100 points means many kills. He decides not to rush. He stays ready. Higuruma does not wait. He activates his domain expansion. Deadly sentencing. The theater disappears. Yuji stands inside a bright courtroom. There are no weapons. There is no escape. Yuji tries to attack, but he cannot move. Higuruma explains that violence is not allowed inside the domain. For both of them. Yuji repeats it. Both of them. Yes. Higuruma says only words can be used here. He calls for judgment to begin. A massive shadow appears. Judgment announces the charge. Yuji Itadori entered a pachinko parlor in July of 2017. He was under 18 years old. Yuji freezes. This is not magic. It is a stupid mistake from his past. Higuruma explains the rules. Judgment knows everything. Higuruma does not. The result depends on their words and hidden evidence. Yuji has one chance. He admits he entered the building, but he says he only used the restroom. He says he is innocent. Higuruma responds immediately. Security footage matches Yuji's body and appearance. Yuji admitted he entered.
His excuse does not work. His intent to gamble is clear. Yuji asks what he is guilty of. Higuruma answers calmly. Unlawful entry. Article 130 of the Penal Code. The judgment shouts, guilty. Confiscation. The courtroom vanishes. Yuji is back in the theater. His body feels the same, but something is missing. Then Higuruma moves and attacks Yuji. There are no more words. The trial is over. The real sentence has just begun. Subscribe for part 2.